Your 10 of your last 13 games are at home. I'm sure you would have liked to have been in a little better position, but this is your chance.
Yeah, from a schedule standpoint, it's in our favor, and we knew these past 2 weeks were going to be important. And you hit the nail on the head. We didn't want to be coming into this part of the schedule quite where we are, but it's in our favor, and now we have to establish ourselves at home and play better than we have up to this point, just these last 6 games or 5 games, but also really start to be homers, I guess.
Not only that, but you've got to get that effort and that performance out of guys, some of them that haven't really been playing much, some guys that are being put in there to fill those spots of guys that are injured.
Yeah, we're going to need minutes out of guys, and everybody's going through it or has gone through it, and it's just the way it is right now. These are some guys that have been around all year and have been in and out of the lineup, and then we have some guys that, from a depth standpoint, are getting a chance to play, and we need them to step up. With that being said, our top guys have to be our top guys, and they consistently over the last 5 games haven't been, and this is the time of year you should love to play and want to be the guy. And from a coaching standpoint, whoever's going, I'm going to obviously try and get as much mileage out of them if the guys that are supposed to be aren't, and that's what we're faced with. We're really, every game is so huge and going to get that much bigger as each game and weekend ticks by here.
Is there a general theme on the road trip in terms of things that went wrong?
Yeah, we got to get back to establishing our forecheck. We didn't forecheck well. We didn't have the same energy and life in our game. I thought turnovers hurt, and when you turn the puck over, obviously you can't put it in and get in on the forecheck. I think that's the biggest thing that's gone missing here. We have to get back to that. I talk about that 5-man hockey where the D are up on the play and involved, not necessarily in the rush, but as far as keeping pucks alive in the offensive zone. And we're a little tentative. We're a little in between on our puck pressure. And I think we went 7-2-1 in 10 games before we got to Rochester there, and we got to get back to that. We have to find that. I don't know why we've lost that. We had a meeting about it this morning, talked about it. I think frustration has creeped in, and I think guys are a little bit, we're missing this guy or missing that guy, but it's really not an excuse. You can still dump the puck and chase. You got to do it even that much more, and I think that's the general theme. We got to get back to skating and playing with energy and life and getting pucks deep and getting teams on their back.
You played some pretty good teams in that stretch. You try not to look at that.
Well, hey, we've beat everybody this year. I mean, we've played well in Syracuse. Binghamton has been a challenge for us all year, but we've won in there, and they're a prime example. They're a depleted team that's lost a lot of guys to Ottawa and injury, and we're going to play good teams all the way through, and we're going to play the teams that are got a spot locked up are really good teams, and the teams that aren't are ones that are desperate like us. So there's going to be no easy games, and I think the indication of that, it should be these last 2 Sundays in Bridgeport. I mean, I give them credit. They came out and they gave us a dose of our own medicine. They were all over us. They skated. They hit. It was like there was no room out there for us. And when we were on our game, we were that team, and we have to get back to being that team.